So welcome everybody. I'm Catherine Bell and I'm with Peter McCoppin, and we're talking about today creating and crafting presentations. And this is one of Peter's true gifts, is the creation and actual presentation. So Peter, what wisdom do you have to share with us in the next few minutes? What kind of frames would you like everyone to think about?
Thank you so much, Catherine. And thank you all for joining us today. So I believe that the learned and practiced ability to deliver presentations is an essential skill, certainly for any professional. And arguably, anytime we interact with a person, it's an opportunity to refine our presentation skills. And we might even say that the opinion that we hold of someone as to their professional competence is based on all of the presentations that we've experienced, that they've delivered. So first of all, I think we need to have a framework in order to build an effective presentation. I would ask ourselves to ask 4 questions. First thing, the person to whom we wish to communicate. Who is my audience? Who is my audience? What is their interest? What is important to them, their culture, their hopes, their dreams, their goals, their pain points? The next thing is determine what is the goal. So the first thing is audience. Second thing is the goal. What is the goal? To mutual benefit. We're not there to change, to manipulate, to govern somebody else. No, there's got to be it's building community. That's the joy of presentation. The third thing, what is the intention? What is the call to action? The presentation must be generative, it must be catalytic, and certainly not self-serving. It serves to the greater good of the other and to build the communication between the two. Or I should even say the communion between the two. When we go through those 3, then, and that takes a lot of rigor, and then come to the place of saying, what is the essence of my message in 15 words or fewer? If we can't say it simply, we simply don't know what we're talking about. Now, I just have a short time, so I'm going to say, once we've determined all of that, consider this. We can never take back a first impression. What do we have to accomplish within the first 25 seconds of engaging anyone? 3 things. We go right to the essence of the message. We don't ease in, we speak specifically to it, respectfully to the other person. The next thing, we speak to the interest of our audience. We speak to them, they say, this person really gets me, knows what's important to me. And the third thing is we capture their fascination to say, now please tell me more. Once we've caught their attention, let's give them the main headings that we're going to be covering. It'd be the same thing. For example, Catherine, my dear friend Catherine, I just love her. She's in Calgary. So let's say that Catherine would be going on a journey and she's going to Istanbul. And she flies from Calgary to Toronto, Toronto to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to, I don't know, Athens, and then on. So it's like a journey. So immediately one's thinking, oh, when's the next destination? You get them thinking forward into the presentation. And then once that we've done that and we've developed all of those things and so forth, then we come to the climax. You see, now that you've embraced this new way of thinking, this is your new reality. And here are the benefits accruing to you for your new perception. And there's the whole perception. Thing is, when we're practicing it too, put it into your voice. Put your hand on your heart. When you're speaking it, speak it aloud. Put it into your voice. It's not in your head, it must be in your voice. Feel the words. Feel the words. Let them come from your heart, and you will engage your audience beautifully each and every time.
Peter, that is just awesome. I'm getting this, tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I'm getting the sense is you really want to have the participants in your audience have an experience, like a felt experience in terms of what they're feeling, what they're seeing, what they're thinking. And it sounds like you're almost kind of, I wouldn't want to use the word drag, but bringing them along with you in the music.
Yes, absolutely that. It's absolutely that. We're there to serve them, and it is a heart experience, and it's building, and also to be in tune, be aware, be susceptible, be vulnerable while we're making the presentation, to notice in their body language their response. Communication is more than 90% nonverbal. You'll see it if they're not getting it, and if they're not getting it, we have to attune our way of communication so as to fit their need. It's all about them and building that beautiful communion.
Thank you so much, Peter. So there's some comments. We have Speak from my heart, not from my head. I hear this. And Chris has come in with a question. Let's do a quick response as I'm doing a presentation in a few moments. So Chris, you want to come off mute and ask your question? And then we've got to sign off. So thank you, everybody.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Catherine. And thank you so much for your, how would you paint, the best picture for, your client, paint a picture better than Bob Ross for your client. Because that's essentially what you're kind of speaking of is, taking in their body language and painting that picture for them so they, can visualize, can feel what's happening and what you're talking about and what you're presenting.
Well, absolutely. So to paint a picture for the client, we're there to serve them in their interest and not to impose, but to invite. And so as far as painting the picture for the client, to take the time to recognize what is most important to them, to explore the world through their eyes. And I think also to appreciate that people support what they create. We're not there to tell people to do something. We're there to help them to discover what is already within them. We're there to support and to catalyze their deeper awareness so that they have authority and authorship in their own decision. So we're not there to be prescriptive, but provocative. In other words, to excite their voice, not to be imposing, but inviting. It's all about this. If I could show it in my body language, it's this as opposed to this. Oh, you've got a lovely expression. That's great. Beautiful.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, everybody. We'll be on next Tuesday talking about the takeover of Blue Air from DHR and great lessons learned there. So thanks, everybody. Bye for now.
And great success in your presentation today, Catherine.
Thank you.
Lots
Bye,
of love.
everybody. Lots of love. Bye.
Bye-bye.